Are you a pharmacist that is trying to come to Canada as a permanent resident? This video is a step-by-step on how to open an express entry profile as a pharmacist. So before I go into this video, hi there. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Oluwakemi, an immigrant, a Nigerian immigrant in Canada, and on here I share my experience as a new immigrant in Canada, how I navigate life as I journey here in Canada. Don't hesitate to subscribe, as I'm sure you will learn one or two on this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So today's video, as I said, is a step-by-step process for pharmacists who are planning to relocate to Canada on how to get your document evaluation done and so on. So for you to be able to open an express entry profile, you need to do two things. You need to write a language proficiency exam, either English or French or both, whichever one you think you can handle. And the second thing is to evaluate your credential, that is your profession that you're practicing now here, a pharmacist, how to evaluate your document as a pharmacist. So first off, I will advise you to start reading for your language proficiency exam, whichever one you're choosing to write. Start preparing, and as you know, it's an exam. It will need some time for you to practice, for you to practice to write the exam. So while you're practicing, start your document evaluation. The first step is for you to go to Pharmacy Gateway Canada on your browser. You go to Pharmacy Gateway Canada, you go there, you open a profile, and you pay a sum of $385. If I'm not mistaken. Please always check whenever you're ready today to get the updated information. So after you pay this money, a number will be created for you, a NAPRA ID. So you now take this NAPRA ID and go to PEBC, which is Pharmacist Examining Board of Canada. Before I go further, PEBC is the only accredited body by the IRCC to do your evaluation as a pharmacist. Every profession coming to Canada have bodies that evaluate their documents, and PEBC is the only one IRCC has legalized. So it's only document evaluation as a pharmacist from PEBC that IRCC accepts, not West. Although I know PEBC can be quite expensive, more than West, but West is not accepted and any other body is not accepted. Only PEBC is accepted. Please take note of that. So after you've gotten your NAPRA ID, now you go to PEBC, Pharmacist Examining Board of Canada, and you open your profile. You go to the portal for pharmacists. Please note, you go to the portal for pharmacists, you open your profile, you create your profile with your NAPRA ID. Your NAPRA ID will be requested for while opening your PEBC profile. So after all of this is done, you also pay a sum of $600+ almost $700 now. Again, always check the updated amount. So after you make payment, you'll be given a PEBC number again. So you have your PEBC number. Now you now have access to the application form. Please listen carefully here. So you will print out the application form physically. You print it out in the color form and the format it is. You print it out. You'll be given a particular dimension for passport photograph. You take passport photograph in that dimension you'll be given. You attach it to your form that you've printed out, and you carefully fill your form. You understand why I'm emphasizing on you carefully filling your form later in this video. You carefully fill your form, and you gather every other document that has been asked of you, from your identification, from your ID. Now your ID will be your international passport. It's your birth certificate. If you're a married woman and you've changed your name, you get your marriage certificate, your change of name certificate. And if you're a man or any other person that has changed their name, you get your change of name certificate. But if it's due to marriage, you have to get your marriage certificate too, and some other documents that they will ask you. Gather all these documents and your carefully filled application form, and you take everything to a notary public. I want to believe notary public is not something that will be hard to find wherever you're watching me. You get to a notary public and the stamp and sign it. The notary public will sign and stamp all your documents, and you put everything in an envelope when you put in that envelope, write your name and your PBC number on that envelope, and you take that envelope to this carrier in your area. Make sure it's a service carrier you've heard of their work and they are diligent with their services. Take it to a very good courier services, because this document has to be sent to Canada physically. It has to be sent to Canada physically. So you take it to a courier service and you send the document to Canada. You'll be given the address. You see the address on the PBC website. While doing all of this, you would then send it to Canada. That is one step. Secondly, you apply for a letter of good standing in your country of practice. The country you have been practicing as a pharmacist, you apply for letter of good standing from them, and they will be the one to now send it to Canada. They are not to send it to you, to send to PBC. They will send it to PBC themselves. I think that one is quite faster. They will be sending it via email, not physical as you did your application form. And then the third step is you applying for your transcript from your institution of study. The school you got your pharmacy degree from, you will have to apply for your transcript to be sent from them to PBC, and this one too has to be sent from your institution to PBC directly, not to you to PBC. They have to send to PBC directly, and I think this can also be sent via email too. So it's just your application form and the document that was required of you that will be sent physically. Every other thing, your transcript to your letter of good standing, can be sent in via email from your school, and the pharmacy body in your country of practice can be sent via email to PBC. So after PBC has gotten all your documents, they will reach out to you. They will notify you, we've gotten all your documents from your application form and the documents to your letter of good standing and then your transcript, and they will now give you the time frame your positive evaluation will be out. So when your evaluation is done and it's positive, they reach out to you, hey, your evaluation is done, it's positive, congratulations on all of that, and then you will now pay a sum of $100 for you to get your ECA, educational credential assessment document. So that is it when you get your ECA. In the process of all of this, whenever you think you are ready to write your English proficiency exam or your French, whichever one applies to you, write it and try your best to pass, to have a very good score. Then when your language proficiency result is out too, and you have CLB 7 and above, then you can go ahead and open your express entry profile. You take your language exam result and your ECA. That is the two things you need to open your profile and start your Canada journey from there. So you open your profile, and if your English exam you didn't have the highest score, just open your profile first. As far as you have your CLB 7, open your profile first, then you can go back to rewrite your exam, do better, and then update it. Do you get? I hope somebody gets and the information they need from this video, and if you do not understand anything, do not hesitate to drop your question in the comment section and I'll get to them as fast as I can. And good news, yes, before I go to that, quick recap for my Nigerian pharmacist. So after the whole process, you get your letter of good standing from from PCN, not PSN now, from PCN. That's where you get your letter of good standing from PCN. I sent my own application form and document via DHL. So please make your inquiries for any courier services that you can vouch for that their services is top notch, because if this document is lost in the air, there is nothing PBC can do about it until we get to them. That's when they can be able to work on your document. So do your due diligence on which one to use. Our advice, you have at least 3 years of work experience for you to have a better CRS score on this Canada journey. I had at least 3-year work experience. And mind you, the 1-year internship we did and the 1-year NYC also serves as work experience. Yes, so that is it. As far as it was not voluntary work, that you were not paid, and if these places can give you reference letter, worked there for that particular period of time, then yes, it counts. Your 1-year internship, your 1-year NYC service will count as work experience. So then you need one more after all of this. So that is it for the 3 years work experience. So yes, onto the good news that I have for my pharmacist today is that IRCC has now added pharmacy profession to the occupation needed under healthcare in Canada. So I've been talking about CBD on this channel for some time now, category-based draw. This is a list of occupations that that are needed in Canada. So whenever they do draws for this occupation, is not the CRS score required is not as high as the general draw that is done. That the CRS score even tends towards 500 plus. But for CBD is not as high. So pharmacists before now, when they started this program like 3 years ago, the pharmacy profession was not there. It was the pharmacy assistant or technician that was there. But 2025, it has been reviewed, and the pharmacists and the pharmacy profession has been added to it. Yeah, so this is a good news. So make good use of this new information. Write your exam, get to your document evaluation as fast as you can, so that whenever they conduct the next healthcare occupation draw, you might be eligible to get your IT as soon as possible. So do all it takes and do it well. I wish you all the best. And we need first-hand information from co-pharmacists that are also on this journey. Reach out to me on Instagram. I will write my Instagram handle here. Reach out to me on Instagram with the proof of being a pharmacist, please. Reach out to me and I'll add you to a group on Telegram where we have pharmacists on this journey to Canada PR, where you can rub minds together, lay your hand on first-hand information, and have people literally being on the journey with you, because you are doing the same thing and the same route, so you have a better information. So I want to believe this video has really helped somebody today, and if you think it's not so helpful to you because you're not a pharmacist, please send it to any pharmacist you know. And I wish you all the best on this journey. As I said, any question you have, drop it down below and I will get to them. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share my videos, and I have some other videos on here. Do well to watch. I'm sure you will learn something from there too. So this is the end of today's video, and on here I say do not be a stranger, and I will see you sometime soon. Bye for now.